This is Michael with Field Tech Academy, and today we are out in the field. This is a good example of a network closet. They're dirty. I've got spider webs on me. It's the environment, so if you're considering becoming a field tech, this is what you're looking at. For today's call, I'm going to be connecting to this new router modem that was installed by the local carrier. I've got to connect to a Cisco MX firewall, which is not in the rack, ironically. It is mounted on the wall behind me. We're going to do speed tests, and we're going to talk to the client and do test and turn up. This is a very typical job. With this job, I've got my laptop so I can do testing, to do speed tests, and to make sure that we have connectivity. I personally use a tablet so that I can do paperwork, and I have a good big screen to read documentation on. And then, of course, I've got my cell phone so I can be in conversations with people. I like to have separate devices personally so that I don't have to be talking on the phone and reading at the same time. With almost every service call that you're going to be on, unless it's a trouble ticket, like an actual pure troubleshooting ticket, then your client's going to send you, or your buyer, however they refer to, they're going to send you documentation. And so on this work order, I've got PDF document, I've got a Word document, I've got sample photos, and I'm going through that right now just to see exactly what they want done and how they want it done. An important aspect of doing these calls is your documentation, your deliverables, your photos, your paperwork. Since I'm using multiple devices, and for future purposes, I use Google Drive. You can use Dropbox, some sort of, you can use OneDrive. Basically just need a good source to have all your documentation. You want all your documentation online because if you're out in the field and a client calls you and says, hey, I don't have a piece of paperwork, I don't have a photo that I need, you don't want to have something stuck at your office. You want to have everything accessible so that you can upload it in real time and not have delays. Interesting fail by the LEC is they put the modem on top of a rack instead of in the rack or in that rack, and these racks rotate, pivot. So if this was to get left here, this is too tall for this. So if this was to be swung over, this would just get knocked off on the floor. Come on, LECs. And the LEC is a local exchange carrier, the phone company, the internet provider. So we're going to relocate this. So all in all, that was a pretty simple call. Spent about an hour on site. It was a flat rate of $150. Can't complain about making $150 for an hour's worth of work. Moving the modem wasn't part of the original scope. That's where you as a tech need to think for yourself and do what's best for the site and what's best for the client. So I moved the modem up onto a shelf, got me closer to the Meraki firewall. I was able to run a cable over to the Meraki firewall. I was able to switch over to that new modem as the primary circuit, do speed tests. Getting 300 megs download speed and 280 something upload speed is pretty nice, especially for this location, which was kind of out in a smaller town. Again, the client on this service call told me exactly what they wanted. They gave me the details of the modem so I would know exactly what device I was looking for. They told me exactly what port they wanted to plug into on the Meraki. They identified the Meraki. As you can see, these calls are really not that complicated when everything goes right. If things were not right, if you have to troubleshoot cabling and things like that, you're going to have a baseline of skill set and technical ability to do those things. But if you've got that baseline, don't be afraid of these service calls. What I want to do is teach you how to find these clients, how to bid on these jobs, and be better at what you're already doing, be able to work for yourself and make money out in the field. If you got value out of this video, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and check out our other videos. Also be sure to check out fieldtechacademy.com. I've got some coaching services available and a couple of packages that might interest you, and I'd love to be able to help you get out in the field and make a living as an independent IT field tech.